All right, before we get into our layered walk cycle with box person, we're going to take a look at body mechanics and rigs. The idea behind box person is they only have the controls that I would be using if I were starting to block a character. So let me just walk you through all of the controls first of all. Got here a single NURBS circle for box person's torso. We have a hip control. We have mid and chest controls. We have clavicles. We have humerus, the forearm. We have the metacarpals in the hand, which are these longer joints through the body of the hand. We have each individual finger joint. And we have leg IK with pole vectors. And we have a master control for the whole rig. And that's it. You'll notice that the head and neck don't have a direct parenting relationship to the body. So they're inheriting the translates, but not the rotates. And that is the same with the arm. So if I position the humerus here, raise that shoulder up, you can see how the arm maintained its position when I raised the shoulder up. But also if I rotate any of these around. So the rotational parenting of the head and of the forearm is this master control here. So if I rotate that, everything moves together. But if I come in here and take these around, any of the controls below, above the arm, any of the controls above the arm, box person won't inherit those rotations through the head or through the humerus. There's a very good reason for that. It is simply that it generates more natural motion and reduces the amount of counter animation that you have to do to create natural motion. So I'm just going to so as box person zeroed out now, let's just go through each and every joint, how we use it and how we think about it. We'll start with the head and work our way through the torso, and then we'll do the limbs. Okay, so the head is, for the purposes of this rig, going to be a rotates only situation. So we won't be keying any translate information or any scale information on the head. The head has 3 degrees of rotation. So you can rotate the head up, you can rotate the head side to side, left to right, and you can tilt it as well. And that is the same for the neck. So the neck is not quite working parenting wise in this version of the rig, so I'll have to fix that. But basically, the neck is can rotate in any direction like this, but we'll have no translate information on it at all. So head and neck all have 3 axes of rotation. Moving down to the chest. The chest also is only rotate data and also has 3 axes of rotation. Same for the midriff. and the hips. And this is where it starts to get a little bit different. On the torso control here, or cog, center of gravity, it gets called all sorts of things. Most common things you'll find are cog for center of gravity, torso control, or root control. This has 3 axes of rotation and 3 axes of translation. The reason why is that this control is going to handle a whole bunch of different information, like up and down, side to side, translation of the torso through walks, rotation, as well as like performance, like where the character's facing. So there's a whole bunch of things happening here at once. Body mechanics, plus performance, plus world space positioning. That's why we have access to all 3 translates and all 3 rotates. I would say in general that you'll spend about 90% of your time finessing how the root control works when you're animating. So that's something to just keep in mind.